Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. Thank you all so much for 7K subscribers. So you guys asked me a lot of questions here. A lot of questions, man. Like, a lot more questions than I thought I would get. So I'm going to try to answer as many of them as I can. I don't want this video to be like, 2 billion hours long, because that'd be a long time. So let's just get right to it here. The first question comes from my good friend Nick Smith. Nick Smith, the YouTuber. Check him out, guys. Will you ever come to Australia? If I ever came to Australia, it would be to see my good friend Nick Smith. Also, the Kangaroos. The Kangaroo game is strong there in Australia. It's from what I hear. Maybe it's not true. I don't know. But, actually, Australia is one of the places I've always kind of wanted to go to anyway. So, that's definitely something that could definitely happen for me. Alex Ross says, predict your subs by the end of the year. I'm not one to make predictions, to be honest. I'm happy with whatever I get between now and then. I'm growing, more and more every day, which is a great feeling. It's a great thing. So, by the end of the year, I'm about a little bit less than 2 months. I'd like to be, like, the highest point. I'd love to reach that 10K mark. If I don't reach it, then, that's fine too. Okay, so next one comes from Baseball Kid 2574. He asked quite a few questions here. So I'll answer one of them here, and I'll answer the first one he posted, and that is, do you like baseball? If so, who's your favorite team? For me to sit down and watch a baseball game, it's very rarely. It's not that I don't like the sport. It's just that there's so many games in the season. Like, playoff baseball is fine, but man, there's like, what, 168 or it's like 182 or something like that baseball games. And I do like my Detroit Tigers. It's nice to go down to the Comerica Park on like a Saturday or Sunday and just chill and, have a drink and, watch some baseball. I'm fine with that. But I don't get into it as much as I do with like college basketball or the NBA. Okay, here we go. Hake Yanga Bayan, my apologies if I butcher your name. What do you think about the Clippers? I think they can contend for a championship. That seems to be the kind of the pattern with them every year, is that everybody thinks they can compete for a championship, but it's a matter if Chris Paul and Blake Griffin can lead them there. I mean, they have not proven that they can lead a team that far into the playoffs yet, and that's still the basis of their team. I mean, I know you bring in a guy like Paul Pierce, but you can't really count on him like you could back in the day. He'll still be a good player. They got some other pieces around there. Can they contend? Yes. Are they my favorites? Not really. Okay, so now we got, what do we got here? Like a Bosch said, when is your next stream? My stream game has been very weak lately, guys. It's been very weak. So, I don't know. I love streaming and stuff. I just have not really had time. I started college back up. I'm in my last semester, guys. Ideally, I'm trying to get a job. I have a job right now, but I'm trying to get, like, a big boy job for when I'm done with college so I can afford a house. When I can afford a house and I live on my own, I'll be streaming all the time, guys. Like, every night I'll probably be streaming. But, right now the balance of work, YouTube, and college, it really is hard. And not to mention, too, a big, like, anxiety of mine is that I don't like when other people are around when I stream or make videos and stuff. I don't know why. I'm sure some of you guys, some YouTubers out there are the same way. You just feel kind of weird. You feel like people don't really understand the essence of YouTube and kind of what it takes. And kind of like they judge you. So, if I have family around, I really can't get into the streaming as much as I want to. I feel kind of self-conscious about it. Alex Ross also asked, what's your dream job besides YouTube? Ideally, my dream job would be, dream job, are we thinking like in the terms like I wish I was like 6'8" and like LeBron James? And yeah, that'd be great too. Realistic dream job, man, I would love to work for the NBA in any way I could. My degree is in finance. I've looked to try to get a finance job in the NBA. I simply do not have the experience. I mean, I just don't. Really, that's kind of a hurdle that everybody hits after college, is that you lack the experience, which I've always really been against, because it's like, how do you expect me to get experience if I just graduated college? It's like, is this 4-year degree not 4 years of finance experience? I mean, what is the degree then if it doesn't work that way? You know what I'm saying? Frank Ill, aka Honestly Sick, one of my best friends, said, why haven't you streamed Minecraft in a while? I want to see you play with Honestly Sick and Brock again, especially Honestly Sick. He's like the coolest. For one, he's not the coolest. He's probably the worst of everybody ever in the world. Horrible. So, same answer, Frank, is that, I just haven't been streaming. EVKT23 says, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? However many licks you want it to take. If you set your mind to anything, you can do it. Now, if you're doing one lick, I'll be impressed. Beatamus says, least favorite thing to talk about. I'm probably going to say this question because I can't think about my least favorite thing, and it's making me angry because I can't think of something, and now it's just become my least favorite thing in the world. And Alfano says, how tall are you? I'm 5'10" on a good day. My driver's license says 5'10". Maybe I'm 5'9". Maybe I'm 5'9 3/4". I don't know. But my driver's license says 5'10", so that's what I'm going to go with. Ryan Weaver says, what started your love for the Pistons and an 8K face reveal, and how tall are you? Same answer to how tall I am. As far as my love for the Pistons, I mean, I was 12 years old when the Detroit Pistons went to the finals, like that whole season with Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun, Rasheed Wallace, Big Ben Wallace. And you can't really call me a bandwagon fan in that instance because I was only 12 years old. Before that, I didn't really have any prior knowledge of the NBA. And I just watched that, and I fell in love with the game of basketball. I remember I played basketball in 3rd grade. That's when I first started playing. I played on the team. You know, my mom saw my love for the NBA, and she was like, I'll get you on the basketball team out here at my elementary school. And I played there. I sucked. I was really short, so that was fine. I do remember scoring a layup, though. My mom, like, jumping up and down, and that was just it for me. I was like, all right, I can never score another basket again because my mom will just freak out. And then I played in high school for a year. No, it wasn't high school. It was 8th grade. I didn't make high school team. I played 8th grade basketball, and I made a 3-pointer, so I went from 2 points in 3rd grade to, maybe it was 5th grade, to 3 points in, like, 8th grade. So, and then after that, I didn't make any more basketball teams because I was too short. Wasn't good enough. I went and I played at the Boys and Girls Club, and I dropped 27 points in one game, so that was pretty cool. And I had a few 20-plus scoring games. So, I mean, I could ball. You know, it's just... y'all know how high school is, politics. Also, as far as the face cam reveal, I've done face cam reveals. Like, a lot of people know what my face looks like. I have not done them recently for reasons that are unknown. I feel like my face cam videos, maybe it's because I'm ugly. Maybe it's because I look like Matt Stafford and the Lions haven't been doing so well that people don't like those videos as much. Or maybe it's just all in my head. Like, maybe I just think people don't like those videos as much, so therefore I don't do them as much. But a lot of my videos, they don't really require face cam. You know, I like to do it for like streams and stuff, and maybe pack openings every now and then. But I'm good with voice. You know, if you guys really want face cams, I'll probably do them more in the future. It's just not really a priority to me right now. Choo Choo Train TV says, this is a question I found very interesting. I actually sat down last night and I thought about this one. It says, if you ate yourself, would you be really fat or would you be nothing? Now, we gotta look at this from a theoretical standpoint. Now, if you had the ability to eat yourself without ever dying, essentially, you would be the same. You wouldn't be any more fat. You wouldn't be any less of anything. I mean, if you eat a cheeseburger, you know, the cheeseburger is still the same mass. It's just in a different form, you know, all chewed up. So, essentially, you would be a big pile of flesh, grossness, and it would just be your mouth on top because you can't eat your own mouth because your mouth would be your mouth. So, you know, you would just be the same. You would just look different. The Z-Man says, what are those? Those. I don't know, man. Favorite 6-man. Geez, like, you know, some of this stuff really puts me on the spot sometimes. I really liked Tim Hardaway Jr. when he was the 6-man on the Knicks. At least he was for a while. Like, he was balling for a bit. And now he's on the Hawks and one. I don't really know if he's a 6-man. He definitely is my favorite bench player. I'm a big Michigan fan, and I loved him on Michigan. You know, same with Nick Stauskas. I'm a big Nick Stauskas fan. I really hope he pans out a little bit more here. What else we got here? What are my favorite basketball teams? Detroit Pistons. And, okay, let me go down to the next list here. Republican or Democrat? You know, I thought about this before. Where I go to college at, the philosophy is to be Democrat, or not Democrat, I'm sorry, it's Republican. That's the philosophy behind the school I go to. It's a business school, and, you know, corporations and stuff, they're mostly dictate towards Republican. I've always been kind of middle of the road where I think both sides have good ideas, both sides have bad ideas. I think it's stupid to split up the nation into parties. I've never enjoyed that. I always thought that was kind of stupid and kind of redundant. So I'm pro best choice. That's always been my mindset. Least favorite player, that would be Anderson Varejao. I don't know why. Ever since he played on the Cleveland Cavaliers like years ago, man, like when LeBron James was there before, I just hated that guy. I don't know why. Something about his face. And when Dwayne Wade dunked on him, by the way, guys, look up that video. Dwayne Wade dunks on Anderson Varejao. Oh my God, best moment of my life. G Money 664 says, who's taking the NBA championship this year? It's so tough, guys. It's so tough. You know, the Golden State Warriors could very well repeat. LeBron James could have a crazy season. and do good. You know, the Thunder could be back too with Kevin Durant. A lot of good teams out there. You know, San Antonio Spurs, I mean, they brought in LaMarcus Aldridge. If Tim Duncan plays like he did last year, that, you know, they're always in it. I think the Miami Heat are kind of a dark horse because I really like their squad this year. So a lot of different teams can win it. I don't have a specific favorite yet. I'll let you know halfway through the season. Favorite sport besides basketball? Big football fan. Lions, damn it. What sports did you play growing up? I talked about this a little bit. I did play basketball. 5th grade, I played football, flag football. They put me in as center. I don't know why, because I wasn't even fat. So I played center. Signboy121 says, can I get a high? No. Hi. Kid David says, boobs or butts? Why not both? Weston Schindler, another really good friend of mine, says, what would you do for a Klondike bar? And I'm just going to say, you know. How many months did it take you to hit 1K subs? That's from Shapiro. I don't have an exact number. I do know that starting off, it's very slow, man. Like, your first 10 subs feel like your first 1K subs. Like, and then after that, it just kind of grows on itself here. You know, I'm only at 7K. That's nothing crazy. It's something I'm proud of. But, you know, it definitely takes hard work, guys. I've put in the work so much, guys. I put in that work. You know, it does take a little smidget of luck also. But it's, you know, there definitely is a luck aspect to it, too. So, Explosive Pizza MC says, who's your daddy? My daddy is my dad. What are your top favorite 5 teams? Top 5 least favorite teams? I'm not going to really do a list, man. I can't really think of it off the top of my head. Let's see here. I think we're really coming up on just like a lot of repeats here. What do you do? Why do you do YouTube? Good question right here, man. This is from King Flight. I do YouTube because it allows me to do something that not a lot of other people in the world do. And I love that feeling. I love the feeling of not just waking up every day and going to a 9-to-5, going to a 9-to-5 job and living a very basic life. You know, I like the grind of YouTube. I like the that I'm in control of it. I like that the work I put in is the work I get out of it. And, you know, a lot of people don't understand that, man. But I can't live a basic lifestyle, man. I need something more. And I know a lot of people also probably feel this way about other passions. It is really just a passion. Mine is a hobby. And it keeps me happy. Like, I don't know where I would be without YouTube, guys. It keeps me focused. And it keeps me away from, you know, probably potentially making other bad choices in life. So, YouTube means a lot to me. And I do it for a number of reasons. Big one is I do it for you guys. I mean, man, like, being like me, I'm nobody special. I'm just your average Joe, just like, you know, a lot of people. And being able to come on here and have 70 plus questions asked by people that I don't know in real life but want to know more about me, that's such a great feeling. It really is. So yes, there's that. Who do I think is going to win the MVP this season? It's not going to be Steph Curry again. I don't see him repeating unless he just shoots lights out. I'm probably going to go with James Harden. I see it being James Harden. I don't have a specific reason, but I think it's going to be him because he thinks he should have won it last year. I think he's going to come back with vengeance. Who is the better player, Durant, James, or Steph Curry? LeBron James, guys, is the best player in the NBA. From a skill point, he really just is. I'm like an all-around player. You know, that doesn't make Steph Curry or Durant a bad player. I'm just saying LeBron James is the best. You know, no fanboying here. I'm not a huge Cleveland Cavaliers fan. That's just fact of the matter. It's facts. LeBron James is the best player in the NBA. What's your favorite color or favorite flavor of Kool-Aid? I like green. Like green Kool-Aid or like green Gatorade. I don't know why. It's just a good flavor. Let's see what else we got here. If I was in the NBA Finals, who would I want to be my coach? I think you gotta go with Greg Popovich. He's been there the most, and he's, at least as far as I know, unless there's somebody that I'm not thinking of, and he's won the most. You know, based on current coaches, I think. How old am I? I am 23 years old. And I think we're really coming up on the end of the questions here. This is a pretty long video, guys. Sorry if I didn't get to your question, but we're almost at 15 minutes here. So once again, guys, if you watch all of this, you guys are awesome. If not, then hey, I don't blame you. It's a long video. Anyway, my friends, thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.